What's up, college football fans? Don't forget to check out and order your copy of Stiff Arming Football Myths, our latest football game plan book. So go on our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copy. We have these available in paperback as well as in PDF form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you a special edition of Film Session with the Czar, where today I'm actually going to turn over the remote control to head football coach at Fordham University, Joe Moorhead. So let's go inside the film room to get coached up on one of the Fordham Rams' best passing concepts.
Okay, transition from the work on the board and the installation of the play for a meeting. We're now going to go to the film and look at a three-year cut of our drop-back scissors concept in game action. So starting off here in a 3-by-1 formation, as we talked about the concept of it. Front side 1 to the field will have a 14-yard take to post. Front side 2 will have a 12-yard corner. Front side 3 is responsible for the flat. He's on the line of scrimmage, so he will have a 4 to 5-yard flat route as opposed to him being in the backfield where he would have the swing. And once again, the defining characteristic of the flood concept is putting 3 levels to the sideline: post, corner, and the flat. Backside, all right, we're looking to have a 12-yard dig and a 5-yard read. Okay, and once again, access to the field, meaning off-zone coverage, we're working 1 to 2 to 3. Cloud to the field, we're coming backside, and we're working the read-dig combination. All right, so front side 1, he's got access. He's going to take 2 posts and run a skinny go. For a skinny post to the inside shoulder of the corner. And the term we use there is below the top off the coverage. So he does a very good job there, taking 2 and blowing the top off the coverage. That's our first read, and he's covered, and he's done his job taking 2. Now we are looking to high-low the flat defender. So the quarterback off of his next pitch is going to throw to the corner route, unless he's taken away by the flat defender. If he's taken away by the flat defender, then we're going to drop it down to the flat. So as you can see here, we're 3 and 1 to the post, no post. Second hitch, we're going to the corner because the flat defender's playing low. Had the flat defender dropped out, all right, we're going to go backside to the flat route. We have no cloud in the field. We do get the dig read concept backside. He's getting shut off here. We really don't like that, but as you can see from the concept of this route, we did get a good game to Brian Wetzel, 3-year 1,000-yard receiver. We're all league guys, so he did a good job there. All right, so now we go against Lehigh, once again from the 2012 season. Okay, 3-by-1 still, front side 1, front side 2, front side 3, backside 1, backside 2 in the backfield. Front side 3 on the line of scrimmage, he's got the flat, backside 2 in the backfield, he's got the read. All right, so we're looking to insert 3 levels on the sideline. He runs a skinny go, all right, through the corner, all right. So the thing here that is not good is what we talked about. On our take 2 post, if it is 1 high, we don't want to run the post, because if he runs the post, he's essentially passing him off to the middle safety, then he can drop off and play the corner. So now with 1 high, we want this guy to run a go through the outside shoulder of the corner. So he's got to have his eyes up and see the middle of the field. Okay, so right there, it's not good. We don't want to run the post because of what happens here. All right, he's passing that off to a middle safety. All right, now we go and say, all right, he's blowing the top off the coverage. Where's the flat defender? Well, we do a pretty good job squeezing the ball in here right now. We talk about our quarterback making high percentage decisions. Ryan's a good receiver. His angle's a little bit flat. We talked about our inside foot at 12 yards, planting at 12, and then the angle taking us to where we want to go at 45. We're a little bit flat on our angle here. And when you're short on your depth or you're flat on your angle, you're not creating the separation you want between the second and third level of the stretches, and consequently allowing that guy to play both.
I was about to say you could play both, and so right in here, if he just drifted a little bit, 2 steps back, he's underneath that route.
Yes, correct. Ryan does a good job squeezing this thing in here. We'll take it. We're not going to tell him it's wrong, but the higher percentage decision based on the look. If you ask who is the flat defender playing, is he playing the corner, is he playing the flat? As you can see there, getting it to your multiple-time All-American tight end who's in the camp with the Chiefs now, you don't mind getting it to Danny in the flat and letting him work. And then the same thing backside, you can see we do have dig read combo. All right, if we do get cloud to the field, we're going to go backside to the dig and the read. Okay, so good play there, good completion, higher percentage decision, maybe to the flat, and the front side 1 can do a better job blowing the top off the coverage and not running a post against a single high zone look.
Because if he blew that coverage off the top, then that guy Wetzel had more room After the catch.
Absolutely. The corner can't fall back on the second level. All right, what you're going to have here is a tremendous illustration of why we make this an access, no access play. So once again, from the 2012 season, we say we're going to the field unless we don't have access, unless it's a cloud. In this clip right here, Lehigh's going to roll down and they're going to play a cloud to the field. So he's going to play a cloud, and then they're going to roll to thirds over top of it. And when they roll the thirds over top of it, okay, that takes away our front side stretch. All right, there is no flood because they shut it off. But what you're doing is allowing to get a high-low read on the backside backer. So as the quarterback drops back, he's reading through the goalposts. He sees the safety rotating to center field and this guy getting off the hash. So now we don't have access to the field. The post stays on, we run our flood, and we could get it to the flat. But what we're saying, the higher percentage decision, when we have cloud to the field, is we want to get the high-low, right, with the read and the dig. So right here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders to the trip side of the field, all right, and you've got 2 to the backside, more specifically, the will linebacker. So we're looking to high-low him. All right, CJ does a decent job there getting out, understanding we need to affect him. We want him to get the 5 and then pull that guy out of it.
Right.
If that guy had just continued to drop, we'll throw CJ the ball. He plays low on it, and as you can see, the window on the dig, it begins on the inside shoulder of that guy and ends at the inside shoulder of that guy. So this is where we want to throw the ball. If he takes it away, then we're going there. So it's 1 to 2 to run the throw away. Okay. So this is a great illustration of having no access to the field because of a cloud, the quarterback seeing it, getting backside on 2 hitches, all right, and pumping the dig in there for a first down. And now you can see you can see it good from the backside here. You talk about reading through the goalpost and keying the backside safety. He sees that guy rolling to center field, and through our coverage recognition, great job by Coach Bryner and Ryan seeing that we're going backside, all right, shaving it. We talk about throwing it right off of his ear, all right, and we want dig balls to the boundary to be caught on or near the hash, 1 yard out, 1 yard outside, either way. All right, so we do a good job there with our ex-receiver, Nick Talbot.
He made it read pretty quick.
He did, and we're, like you said, it's something that we're very, cognizant of. Okay, so right here, all right, we're getting a 3 insert strong look. All right, this is one where we're a little bit luckier than good. All right, so we'll pass this one up. Yeah, that's not a good clip. Okay. All right, so here we go here. Okay. Once again, cloud in the field. All right, so we should be going backside here because we have a cloud in the field. Oh, we dump it off. So this is an instance right here where you see, all right, and hey, there's going to be good clips, there's going to be bad clips. We see the cloud to the field, we don't get it, all right, because we can't get the stretch, all right, and then we would be high-lowing this guy backside of the boundary, and there's where the dig window starts. I think Peter may see that this guy's so far off and he's falling out of there, and obviously, like I said, it's great to get it down to Danny in the flat, all right, he runs someone over, make a couple people miss, all right, and do what he does. That's not a bad idea either. But from the construct of did we have access to the field, that the read should have been taking us backside there.
Okay.
All right, here we are in the playoffs 2 years ago against Towson, the 3x1 formation. They're in a 2-high shell to start with. We do have access to the field. All right, we should have a take 2 post here. We should be running a skinny post through the inside shoulder of this safety. Taking 2 out of there. All right, some teams switch it off, some teams chase it. Oh, I'm sorry. As this rolls to 1 high now, pre-snap read, post-snap confirmation, now this should be a what? It should be a go through the outside shoulder of this 1 high. Okay, so he doesn't. So we blow the top on the coverage. Not quite as urgent. It's urgent. What we want to do, the term we use there is step on his toes or touch his belt. If you can touch his belt or you can step on his toes, now's the time to take the outside go, or now's the time to run the post. If you make your move prior to stepping on his toes or touching his belt, that guy's going to be able to fall off and make the read. Right. So assuming that the top is blowing off the coverage, now we're flying the flat defender. All right, the flat defender's low. All right, so we're going to throw the Brian there. Once again, he sets the angle on the route, and the term we use is the quarterback puts a tail on it. So he throws it down as necessary based on where this guy is. So once again, you can see the structure of our concept. 1, 2, 3 levels to the sideline, and had they gone no access to the field, all right, there's your high low to the boundary off the wheel. So this is an excellent application against a true cover 3 look here, all right, getting what we want. Once again, from a fundamental technique standpoint, we need to run that through him. All right, that's the bucket there, and then we need to run this a little bit higher angle there. All right, aside from that, it's pretty good. If you look at Michael's footwork in the pocket, 3, 1, 2, throw. It's time, right?
Time to roll as far as like where he placed it, because if he didn't, it's
he pulls it down, he puts a tail on it. So that's a good job there. All All right, so here we are against Lehigh in 2012. Oh, here we go. Cloud on the field again, so this should be taking us backside. All right, once again, you know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but what Michael sees here, to me, it's hard to differentiate. Is that guy playing cloud? This is a very, I don't know how you would explain it.
Right.
Kind of unique coverage look. That being said, he stays on his footwork. It's 3 and 1 here, 3 and 2 here off of the flat defender. I don't know who the flat defender is here, but I know he's open. So at a certain point, you got to trust the guy pulling the trigger. And for a guy who threw over 70% for 2 years in a row, you know, the numbers say that he's making pretty good decisions. So once again, 3 levels to the sideline, you get a little bit of a cloudy look there, and you can see the structure, you know, getting what we need to get done. Okay, against hold across in this past season. All right, so we have 2 high, pre-snap read, post-snap recognition. Pre-snap tips, post-snap confirmation. 2 high to start with. We get corner pressure to the boundary, which tells us it's rolling to a single high look. So if it's 1 high, he should be running go through the outside shoulder. We'll have our corner, we'll have our flat. Okay, the go is covered. All right, actually they do a really good job with this. It's a nice coverage mix-up by Holy Cross where they're running the strong safety with 2 and then matching 3 to the flat with the linebacker. So this is a little bit different. It's not man under, but they're doing a good job mixing up. But what Marcus does here is he has leverage. So he stems, he pushes, he gets vertical, he leans and sticks. All right, and then we're able to get it to him on the sideline. So that's a good coverage change up by Holy Cross with Michael sticking with his rules. He isn't there all the time. All right, Lafayette this year. All right, 3 by 1, 2 high pre-snap. All right, goes to 3 insert strong. All right, so now we're in good shape here. All right, so we don't have time on the field. We have access. It goes to 1 high, so we should be running the go here, not post. Good. Much better job by the bucket. All right, flat defender. And same here. They're trying to run with him. Ryan does a good job getting vertical, dipping and ripping. All right, reestablishing his route. All right, and then planning and getting out of it. All right, and a good accurate ball on the side. All right, against Sacred Heart this year in the playoffs. All right, pre-snap, they do an unbelievable job defensively. They do a great job. All right, so I'm not sure what the coverage is. It's sometimes hard to tell what they're playing. So Michael is seeing this as man-to-man, which is great. Okay, as we talked about, man override zone. So when it's man-to-man, we're looking for our runaway routes.
Right.
So Michael knows that our runaway routes are the corner, the flat, and the dig route. So right now we say off the matchup. So Michael felt that was the furthest off coverage, and this was our best matchup. So off in 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, 2 hitches, 1, 2, backside, or then the dig route. All right, so that's the whole once again. Same job. So when we talk about under-key backers and safeties, you can see with these guys blitzing and these guys moving horizontally, that's an under-key to the quarterback that is some type of man underneath coverage. We say backers moving away from the line of scrimmage or 1 moving forward and 1 moving away is some form of zone. Backers moving forward or horizontally is telling us that it's some kind of man. And then once you see what the under coverage is, then you're adding to the rotation of the safety. So we tell our quarterbacks, you really don't need to see the corners. How the backers drop in conjunction with what the safeties rotate should tell you for the most part what the coverage is. So Michael does a really good job here, under-keying the backers to the safeties, knowing where his runaway route is off the 2 hitch, put it on safety. Okay, Sacred Heart from this year, trips formation. So once again, the concept doesn't change. Whether it's a tight end, whether it's an S, or whether it's the back, frontside 3 is responsible for the flat. And this is the clamp coverage that we talked about,
right,
where we can tag it. We did not tag it here. So essentially what happened is, as we talked about, he's got him man to man. These 2 are playing in and out. Right? So he's the first outbreaker, so he's going to take him. Now, Ryan has leverage on the corner because this guy's the inside leverage. So he's taking the first outbreaking cut, he's taking the first in-breaking cut. They're acting like that guy's not even on the field, so just run an outside go. So we come through, we've got our leverage. Michael puts it on him, and Ryan does what he's done. Make people miss, we're blocking downfield. All right, and we end up with the first score of the game on a good scissors concept. Once again, same thing. Even though that they're taking this guy out of the equation, you're still high-loading the flat defender. All right, so you've blown the top off the coverage, you've identified the flat defender, he's playing low, so we're going to throw to the to the second level of the stretch.
How often do you see teams kind of manage with that?
Either in clean coverage or what we call three insert strong coverage, where it's a cover three construct, but two of the three underneath defenders are to the front side.
Okay.
In some man under concepts, we see people try to get into a 2 or 3 against us. A little bit late there, but the same thing. Brian's egg will allow it to be, a little shorter. So that's a good play there. Okay, against Temple 2 years ago, one of our biggest wins in school history, defeating a BCS team that lost to Central Florida on the last play of the game, and Central Florida went on to beat Baylor in the bowl game. So, we just follow our rules. It's too high. We have access to the field. Buck does a good job doing what? What did we define the post as? They take what?
Take two.
Take two. All right. So now we identify the flat defender. All right. The flat defender is technically that guy. Right. We believe that the inside linebacker should be able to run the front side too. So right now the rule is the post open? They didn't switch it off, and he takes two. Where did the flat defender play? He played low. All right. We got to throw the ball over top of the linebacker here. So Michael does a good job once again on footwork. One, he actually throws it off of one inch. He's a little bit early, but he does a good job there because these guys have some kids up front that can really get a rush. So, like I said, this is talking about defining moments of our program over the past 3 years. This would certainly fit that bill.
Yeah, ran through Philly that year.
Yeah, we did have a good year. Okay, so now here it is. We talked about this on the board. The unique thing of our kids understanding concept as opposed to memorizing routes. The X who normally plays at the boundary, when we go into this formation, he becomes field number 1.
Right.
The Z who normally plays field number 1 now becomes 2. And the H who's normally field 2 now becomes field 3. The Y, who was either front side 3 or back side 2, is now back side 1. So the concept doesn't change. If you understand the concept of the route, as opposed to memorizing what your position plays, it shouldn't matter. We should be able to plug in anyway. So now it's go, or post, take 2 posts, corner, flat. Danny should have the dig. CJ's backside 2. He's going to have the redraw. Okay, so now they're in a fire zone look here with a 1 hot look, so Sam should be running the go, not the post. Buck steps in. All right, so Sam should be running the go through 24's outside shoulder there. Right. Okay, so we're assuming the top's blown off the coverage there. All right, so now we're high-low and flat defender. He's playing the flat, so it should be off of 3 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, ball. Roll it down. All right, good job there by Buck. And as you can see, Danny there, not adverse to being backside 1. He understands the concept of the route. It's big read backside. And we're not going to get into the protection part of it, but CJ's responsibility comes, so we don't get him out. Okay, actually, I think we go front side here against cover 2, which we really don't want to do. All right, so this is another instance of where should the ball go here? Okay, because we're in an empty formation, when we get cloud in the field, this thing stays on, and technically versus cover 2, you're going to have a hard time completing this.
Right.
The reason I don't like it is because what ends up happening is if you don't get a good, if you outside release and he gets hands on you, or you inside release and he funnels you, you have a difficult time blowing the top off the coverage. So when that route gets disrupted from going back to 2008, this route ends up breaking before he blows the top off the coverage. That's why when we get the cloud to the field, we say, sometimes it happens like this, and you're better to be lucky than good, because the flat defender falls out of there, and we get it. But ideally, what you want to do here because of this is Danny should be running the whip off of this guy, and then we should be high-low versus cover 2. So as you can see there, everything's devoted to the field. Danny should be whipping off of that guy. We'll throw him the ball right there and he'll get it north side. So once again, we get a good play. This is ideally what we want based on the construct of the play down.
So, and you're saying that if the outside corner gets a hand on him, essentially he's going to bump those 2 guys into each other.
Either into each other, or he's going to get downfield before he can get ahead.
Okay.
And once again, this is year 1 of the scheme. So this is a 2012 clip where we first, as much as we threw at these kids early on, obviously the growing pains that we experienced in that year, we cleaned up as we moved along. I think this was a 2-minute drive towards the end of the game, we ended up scoring. So that was a big conversion there. Sacred Heart again out of empty. So once again, front side 1, front side 2, front side 3. This is out of 0-1 versus backside 1, backside 2. All right, so they go. All right, so we're in our freeze cadence. All right, they're switching around. They go to what looks like the just a straight cover two look. All right, once again, same thing. Ideally speaking, that's not where we want the ball to go. We want to high-low this guy, and the ball should be coming here to the X. Once again, hey, kids make mistakes. We're not right 100% of the time. He had a lot of confidence, seeing that corner's melting out of there, and that's the one thing that's difficult for a quarterback, is really determining whether it's a cloud. Because a lot of teams are playing with what I call a soft two now, where they're not doing the traditional cloud and stay planted. They're getting hands on the guy, but they don't have a meaning flat. They're kind of melting out. It's what it looks like quarters. So the quarterback's defense here, that guy is melting out a little bit. But what he should be seeing is the two Tampa Mike running out of there and the safety split. So we do get a good completion to Bam on the sideline there. He makes a play, we get a first down, but ideally, as you can see from the structure, Danny does a good job on the whip, pulling the will out of there, right? And Sam's got leverage, and we want to throw the ball right there to the hash to the X.
You had a lot of room on the inside.
Yeah, that's a catch and run, right? All right, so now we go to our tag routes. All right, so that was our big scissors concept. As we talked about here, we're going to have our prefix tag. So now, as you can see, this is what we call scissors H. So H tells us who's running the whip. So as you asked the question earlier, this is that three insert strong coverage. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 of the 4 underneath defenders are to the trip side.
Right.
And what they're doing is they're in and out in 2 and 3. All right. So whoever we tag as the route, so that's H, we call H scissors. So that puts him on the whip. So now he's attracting the flat defender. All right. So now he's attracting the flat defender. We blow the top off the coverage against a single high. And now we inserted the second level of the stretch from number 3 as opposed to number 2. Right. So we do a good job there, and once again, Bucknell is an unbelievable defense. We've had some epic battles with them over the past 3 years, but this is a play that we've had some success with, like I said, against this specific coverage, and we still get our dig read concept backside, and we're able to free them up there by just adding a tag, and it's still not changing the integrity of the route structure. All right, here it is from 2012 against Lafayette. They're playing, looks like a quarter half concept. All right. And this is actually before, incidentally, this is the precursor to us running the whip route. This is 2012, when we tagged him, the guy ran a flat. He didn't want to run a whip. Okay. So as our offense and our scheme and things, and we self-scout and kind of look at what we do and how we can make it better, this is a clip from 2012 prior to us changing it to a whip. So as you can see here, the result's going to be the same.
Right, so top ball.
Yeah.
Well, what was
I'm not quite sure what was happening here. Honestly, the first read is that he's open. But like I said, I think this may have been covered plus by this guy, seeing that actually got the flat. But once again, in our 3 levels, where traditionally on normal scissors, 3 on the lines to the flat, we switch their responsibilities to get the corner by number 2. Brian, once again, as he's done, 89-yard catch and run, which was a big play in this game. All right, here it is against URI from. Okay, so now that was a prefix tag, so you got a couple of that. We have more of those on tape, but now we're going with the suffix tag, meaning whoever we tag. So we say scissors X in this instance, you hear the letter after the play, that says who's running the crosser.
Right.
All right, so front side 1 stays the same, front side 2 stays the same. There is no front side 3, we'll move here in a second. Okay, so now he's going to be the third level of the stretch to the boundary. He knows he's disappearing, so now he becomes backside 1. And he becomes backside 1, now the back has to become backside 2. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. This was actually a game plan thing specifically to Rhode Island. Normally on this, we put the back here and have them do this, but because they were matching the mic on 3 to the flat, we knew that this guy would carry 2 vertical, and then we would get Sam open, because he would carry that, he would chase that, and as you can see here, we get Sam open, beating that guy across the field with no left. Because they're essentially voiding that zone by chasing the back with the mic to the flat. So our integrity of our stretch is the same. Front side 1, front side 2, front side 3, I dig and cross. And like I said, 10 and 3 of our class will keep your speed in space. All right, here it is for this year. This is scissors Y. All right, so instead of the X-ring the crosser, the Y is on the crosser. He's the third level of the stretch to the field. Okay, if he's disappearing, that tells him he's backside 1. Backside 1 rule, 12-yard dig. Okay, if he's disappearing, he's backside 1, that makes him backside 2, so he's got the 5-yard reroute. Okay, so the progression remains the same. You have access to the field, it's too high. All right, so it should be take 2 posts, which he does. Intersection of the flat defender, the intersection is not there with the post. The flat defender is low playing the crosser. All right, and there's the third level, or second level of our stretch right there. Should be off in 2 hitches. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, ball.
The timing on that route was perfect. So he sends it up and
1, 2, stick.
Right.
Goes push, push, stick, and then once again you can see we talked about that angle. We don't talk about, people ask all the time when we do clinics and things like that, where is he aiming towards? He's not aiming towards anything. He's planning at the depth he's supposed to plan that his angle should take care of where he's supposed to go to. So we rarely talk to our guys about what their ending depth is as opposed to what their angle is.
Okay.
And usually the angle takes care of the depth. When I say depth, the final depth, not the cut depth. As you can see, David does a good job there filling flat. And really, if you stop this, you would know what formation we were running out of. Front side 1, front side 2, front side 3, back side 1, back side 2. And that's what allows you to run the same play out of the different formations and stuff, and give different looks. That was a good job by Brian there. And this was against Army this year, same thing out of 2x2 and 10. This was scissors S, I believe, or X maybe. Goes 1 high, it was X. We get a little bit of logjam here, we never get the third level through. Once again, Buck should be running the go, not the post. But because he does a decent job avoiding him, the flat defender gets lost. Michael does a good job off of 1, 2, throwing the ball to him. And getting the completion even though we didn't get the third level to stretch over. Scissors Y. There we go.
That's that versus like man.
Man under. So we said off the matchup with your one runaway runs. Runaway 1, runaway 2, runaway 3. All right. He likes the matchup there. Marcus does a good job stepping. 1, 2, stick, push, 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 lean, stick. Michael does a good job putting it where it needs to be. And once again, he had it opened up. Because it's what we call one bio look, where it's man to man, but you have 2 free guys.
Right.
These 2 essentially have the back, and then whoever doesn't have the back is freed up. So if those 2 end up getting double teamed, then he would come back. This part of the progression, the ball would end up going there. So it's 1 to 2, the free backer ended up covering him. Now he's got the single coverage ball over there.